Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So this is gonna be a pretty quick video. It's basically a kind of, we all know how Koei have a bunch of scenarios that you can play with, and there's a recommended clans, which is like there's 2 star, 3 stars based on difficulty, which to be honest I don't think it really reflects the difficulty of that clan, which is why I'm gonna be, you know, just posting a recommendation of 4 clans to play in every single scenario. Now, the criteria itself are pretty simple. I'm gonna try to recommend clans that are not recommended by Koei at the start. So that's one. Number two is I'm gonna try to, for variety's sakes, like if, for example, if I already recommended Oda, I'm not gonna recommend another clan close by or within the same region, if possible, because if we all know in some of the later scenarios, the map is just already filled with big clans. So yeah, choosing a clan in the same region might have to be done. Number three is, if possible, I'm gonna choose clans with story relevant or events, because like that's one of the draw of Nobunaga's ambition, the events and story. And then number four is rarity. What I mean with rarity is, for example, I can recommend like the Basho here, or even like the Suzuki. I can recommend them, but uh, how many times do you think, like how many scenarios do you think Suzuki faces the exact same like condition, like you got the Hatakeyama, the Suzuki, the Miyoshi, like even the other, like this exact setup exists for a bunch of the scenarios for the Suzuki. Then even the other ones where the Suzuki is in here is like there's the Oda. So the rarity of how often do you the clan is in this spot does matter in the different scenario. The recommendation itself, it's gonna be divided into 4, and number 1 it's gonna be easy, number 2 medium, number 3 hard, and number 4 extreme. So yeah, those are the scenario, and you will be hearing this exact intro of the video often because I'm gonna be reusing it. Well, I'll see you on our first scenario, the first recommendations. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back. We've moved along 3 years after Musket arrived, and we are in Nobunaga is here scenario. Now, this scenario, it still looks similar to the previous one, but there are real changes, significant changes to be honest. You got Shingen that is primed to take over everything in Shinano, and then some consolidations from the other clans and things like that. But this scenario, the easy clan start that I'm gonna be choosing is none other than Miyoshi. Playing as the Miyoshi, even though you start as a vassal, the events chain is gonna break you free soon enough, and you don't have any real threats. Legit, playing as Miyoshi here, your only enemy is yourself. If you fuck up, then, well, What am I supposed to do? But you legit don't have any threats coming your way. And then you're basically free. You can expand west, east, even north. Now, my recommendation would definitely be you will still conquer Otoyama, Chusokabe, Aki, but to be honest, you should use this chance to go east. While it's pretty much fragmented as fuck. Going north, you will need to deal with Amago and Mori, while going to west, you will have to deal with Otomo. Going east is your best bet, to be honest. Again, there's no right or wrong whether you go north, west, or east, but I would recommend east. And again, Miyoshi and this start date, this is not their most powerful starting position, but they don't have any single threat. And I'm gonna waste my Miyoshi pick here because in some of the later scenarios, you could definitely choose Miyoshi again as your easy recommendation, but hell, I think this is still easy, but still offers some challenge. So yeah, this is my easy pick. Now for the medium one, we just shift across a little bit. The Amago. Now you may be thinking, the Amago? Medium? Yep, in our hands this is probably way easy. But again, you do have chances to fuck up badly. Number one, the Ochi-Mori alliance. This is your immediate threat. Now, if you're able to deal with them, you're pretty much safe from then on. But this is why this is a medium. You gotta know how to deal with the Ochi and the Mori. And even though the Mori only have 4 castles to your 7, and the Ochi have 8 castles, but we know the Ochi, they still have quality officers like Takafusa, Takatoyo in there, but not as quality as Mori. So you have to deal with the numbers of Ochi, and you have to deal with the Mori quality as the Amago. Now you can just play defensive west and conquer the smaller clans near you, but I think that's a mistake. I think you should always immediately weaken either the Mori or the Ochi. It will be better if you just get rid of the Mori immediately and take his officers for you. I think the Amago is right on the balance of medium for this start date, which is why they are my medium recommendation. Now for the hard one, this is one of the last scenario where you will see them in this state, the Murakami. You start with 3 castles, but you only have 5 officers. And they're not the best either. You do have an alliance with Ogasawara, but this alliance sometimes end up being a negative instead of positive for you, because he will drag you to defend him. And then it's basically these 3 people. Usually, in my own experience, what happens is you get off decent, like you don't have any animosity with Harukage or Norimasa. The only one that you have problem with is immediately Shingen, who will beat you up. He will attack you. Now, you can beat him back, but then you're weakened enough that Norimasa and Harukage, with the player hate in mind, immediately goes after you. If this is AI Murakami, these 2 people probably never attack you, but with player hate, the moment you have to deal with Shingen, then you have to deal with these 2 too. Now if you are able to secure an alliance beforehand, that would be amazing with either one of them. But yeah, Murakami in the start date is hard, legit hard. Even for experienced players, you can easily fail this run. Easily. Now for the extreme option, this is a run that I'm actually doing in the channel. By the time I uploaded this video, that video will probably already also be uploaded, and that is the Shiba. Now you're meeting, is it really that bad? You start with 2 castle, ignore the 16 officers, because in the run that I'm doing, I put 10 auto-generated officers from our community. But you start with Yoshimune, Nobutomo, Sadamune Ino, Nagoya, and Michikatsu Oda. And at least you have Yuichi Ota, but you start with 6 people. And then you think, hey, you can take that castle on the left, it's easy to take, just one. It's Ise Nagasima with 6k defense. Then you have Saito up there, who's gonna be a pain. And Nobuhide, if you let him grow, he's gonna beat you up. So yeah, I think the challenge playing as the Shiba is to how you try to scam the Oda basically, try to deal with him, weaken him, keep him in check, while surviving the Saito. As like spoiler I guess for the run that I'm doing, either this or that run is uploaded first, probably that run. Playing as the Shiba, the Saito spams you with insight and revolt, so you never really, you're always having that issue, while the Oda is just higher quality than you. So yeah, the Shiba low-key is an extreme challenge, and you cannot even deal with Onganji real quick. And if you take too long, or you did a wrong move, Imagawa is at your doorstep. So is Harunobu. And even if you deal with, the moment you dealt with Saito and Oda, you also have the Asakura question and the Rokaku question. You can always ally with either of them, but again, once you think you're done with, oh, the immediate threat is gone, the next of the threats already at your doorstep. So yeah, for an extreme challenge, the Shiba, the Owari Shiba clan is definitely one of them. Hell, in my run right now, without those custom officers in there, GG. No chance I would die. Which is why the Shiba is the extreme challenge recommendation from me. Well, so that's it for a Nobunaga is here scenario. And the next scenario is gonna be really interesting. Absence of a great conflict. Now that map, the map that you are seeing now, it's gonna be looking a whole lot different in that scenario. That's for sure. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.